I wonder if yeah, the internet must have just glitched on me, but it's like the chat was still open, so that was weird. I saw my OBS where the indicators went bleh, just like off. Hmm. I guess am I back? I feel like I'm back. Looks like my stream is back. Still trying to figure out how to make this wheel go away. Twitch Memento. God damn it. I mean, that ought to be a searchable airplane heaven. Let's put Lockheed in there. Lockheed, Electra 10. Hide the yoke. Man, I got videos. Yoke visibility switches. 420.
Now you have got the ability to set your pilot yoke visibilities, which are these switches here.
Aha! There we go. On a quick start. All right then. Let's find a job. What's the max weight we can take for this airplane? Shoo, buddy. That's an expensive flight. What the fuck? That's just boxes? That's only that's 100 miles? 42,000? There's one for 109 miles. Let's look at distance. Let's go short distance. Let's turn off the people. We'll go to Claremont. That's a, you know what? We probably shouldn't do that one. Five Kilo Yankee 5, 107 miles. Let's see where that's at. So Fort Knox, TK to 5 Kilo Yankee 5. I see in Kentucky. We got rain moving in from the west here. Ooh, that takes us through the rain too. That takes us all the way over by Kentucky Lake. I think we should do it. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that job. Grab that job.
Transporter from dispatch. I see you asked for a cargo mission. The ground crew is waiting for you in the parking to load the crates. Transporter, loading has started. Stand by.
You know, it ought to just be a click spot on the panel. You know, like right here would be good. You know, or somewhere over here in the grass, whatever. But yeah. They've got unreal functionality built into
Transporter,
switches.
loading is complete. Let's go.
You know, I wonder if those are like Lua variables, because if those are Lua variable switches, I could actually put a switch up to an Arduino and just turn them on, turn them off, make it work, I suppose. All right, I don't know if let's see. Let's bring those up. Let's go bring those up. Let's crack these. Fuel selectors. Actually, let's look at the weight and balance. Let's see where we're at. So we need we need 1747. So we got ourselves at 170. So 1747 minus 170 for the co-pilot seat to balance us out. That leaves 1577. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's baggage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's divide that by 4. That's 394 and a quarter. Let's make that. That doesn't look right. 1740, 1747. That's not showing up. Oh, maybe I was overweight before because I had that extra one. So if I made this 0, does that take us underweight? Missing payload. There we go. Yeah. So all we need is 1 pound. Maybe we need more than that. There we go. Now we got the payload right. What about fuel? How much fuel can we carry now? We got left, right, and center. We can fill it all the way up. We don't need to, but all right. Where are our fuel selectors? Oh, here they are. So we got left engine. Right engine fuel selector. So those are both on main. Wonder if my switches work. No, they don't. But that's okay. I'll have to code my selectors in for that. So we have off, crossfeed. Leave on mains for now. Let's see if she starts up.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
See if the okay. There's the parking brake. Nope, didn't release. There it goes. This thing is unreadable. Shit. Wonder if the autopilot works. That is laggy as fuck. Okay, our heading is 240. So we'll go ahead and put that in. Starboard turn. Is there a taxiway out there somewhere? We got a runway. Let's back taxi. Port turn. Well, that's redlined. Oops. Easy. Whoa, where? Come on, come on, come on back. Squirrel. Squirrel.
Okay, pilot, steady away.
I forgot I had that
See you again
crosswind.
soon.
Let's see how effective the trim. Okay. Got a hobby horse. Trim's pretty effective. And just taking a guess here at the instruments, throttle settings. Oh, look, there's fuel, there's oil, there's some temperatures. Yeah, this panel looks like shit. I think I would rather fly the not so modern one. Or see what the other one looks like with the. I'll have to see what the other one, because there was like a modern plus or something too, so it may be better. Maybe it's got like an HSI and modern stuff in it. This thing appears to have the autopilot built into it. Let's see if my radio autopilot works. My own home built. So let's power comes on. Let's see if the heading hold works. I think the heading hold does work. What did we say our heading was? 240? Yep, so the heading hold does work. Autopilot's working. Some other company add-ons give you specific model and livery. This one actually does have specific livery. So, but you can repaint it though. So you can choose a different livery. So if I want the other one that's like the whatever the plus is, I would have to actually that would be a different airplane altogether. I can select different liveries of this plane, but if it's got like different instrumentation, then I have to find that plane in NeoFly. I wonder if the altitude hold works. We can find that out too. We hit 30. Let's trim it out. Let's see if we can stop at 35. See if my autopilot works here. Altitude 35. It's doing its own trim, although it's not moving for it. Oh, it is moving a little bit. God, if I got to listen to that. I'd delete that sound file. Turn that off. Oh, really? Oh, you know what? I didn't put the gear up. I forgot. I can put gear up. That's going to make a difference. I don't like that trim squeak. For just touching it. I can't stand that. Community shortcuts. Let's see. Effects. Sim objects, is it? Sound. I'm not doing it. I'm not deleting it straight up. There's a sound config file. I'm just taking a look in there to see where it is. Different RPM sounds. Let me see what the sound config says. Star. Holy cow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Where's the trim at? Bomb sound, gyro sound, splash sound, crash sound, flaps, gear up, gear down, ground roll, right wing scrape, left wing scrape. Probably some switch on the panel to open the stupid door. What is it? Is it control click? Or is it alt click? There it is. That is really laggy. Sobo touch. Their instrument sucks, man. Those work. Oh, let's see. We got any navies down here? There's one over that away. Haven't been paying attention. What we got on board here? We do have an ADF. We got a BOR. I'm wondering if we'd get a glide slope indicator on our HSI. Mr. Salmonus. Got the Lockheed Electra from Airplane Heaven. We're what, 35? Let's see if the saw something. I read something earlier about mixtures not affecting anything. I don't know. Oh, yeah, old VAs, huh? Fluffy Kittens, you know what a VA is? A virtual airline. Or are you just asking? Yeah, virtual airline. I used to do virtual airline. Oh, look, a tower. Or is that a road? That's a road. I have no idea where I'm at. Let's dial up. I'm going to dial up this. That way we'll know. That'll give us an idea where we're at. What is this? Mystic 108.2. Put that on my radio here. Click it over. See if the ident works. There we go. Does it not have DME? Maybe it doesn't. Actually, we're not passing too far from Owensboro. Actually, we're running through the edge of the airspace here. Owensboro 108.65. There's the DME. So we're just east southeast of Owensboro, 32 miles. All right, I know where we're at. Oh, look, there's that squiggly river / lake. I might be a little right of course. if the flight simulator does what it's supposed to do, we should have some rain out in front of us, but I don't think it's going to do it. Yeah, if you mentioned it just one time, I definitely forgot. That's right. You seemed like you said you did some flying, but you didn't. Yeah, I mean you've gone you new to aviation, but you've been balls deep in NeoFlight, so or NeoFly. I mean you know more about it than I do, and some of these other ones. Let's set this to 180, and then we'll cross that radial. We'll figure out where we're at. My airspeed's pegged. I don't know if I'm over speed or not. No. This thing says I can do 300. Yeah, it's all right. Effort schmeffort. Dive right in. The Skyvector says we're going to get some weather out here. I've got this VOR tuned in with the 180 radial, so when we cross it, we'll get a DME and we'll figure out how far we are. We're going to this tiny little airport down here. Just right next to this 4-lane or whatever. So we'll be looking for this crossing of the roads there. I'm not sure how good our heading's holding right now because of the wind aloft. It was pretty strong, so
Yeah, I could give a lesson on ILSs.
the I mean I prefer to hand fly like when I'm doing approaches. You know, I'll use the autopilot for like en route like this, so I can be kind of hands free or whatever. But when I get in the approach phase, you're not stupid. During the approach phase, I usually like to be hands-on flying. So especially on like when I get turned on vectored on the final, I might fly the autopilot. You know, just dial in headings if the controller's giving me headings to fly or whatever, altitude to hold until until I get on final, and then I hand fly it. One of the tricks with an ILS, and actually what's a good way to practice an ILS is to do you know the difference between an ILS and a localizer approach? Any ILS can be flown as a localizer only. That's just where you disregard the glide slope, the vertical glide slope. And there'll be marks on there for they'll usually have like the localizer or whatever chart. And so a localizer approach will give you drop down points. So when you get to a certain point, like when you hit the marker or a certain DME, then you can drop down, which means you can just push it over and you hold that altitude till you get the next one. A localizer doesn't get you as low because it's a non-precision approach. It doesn't get you as low. So if the clouds are really, really low, you might not get below them. It's the same way with like a VOR approach. Those are non-precision approaches. Some of the RNAV approaches are that way. But it makes it really easy. Localizer approaches are a lot easier, and VOR approaches are a lot easier than ILS because you just get these step downs and then boom, you just push it down. You know, you got a descent rate that you're supposed to use, you know, a normal whatever, but you can drop down immediately, which is beneficial, say, if you're in the clouds and the ice sort of thing. With an ILS, you're supposed to be on the glide path coming down, you know, this glide slope basically. And what's a good rule of thumb for that is typically, depending on the type of aircraft, right? But you watch your vertical speed indicator. And so like in a small plane doing 100 knots or so, about 500 feet per minute is usually good to keep you on that glide slope, maybe a little more, a little less, whatever. But you watch that and you try and shoot for that. Once you get your you know your vertical needle in the groove, you have to come down to catch it or whatever. But go for about 500 feet per minute. Evaluate if you're coming up shallow, then you know increase it to 700 or 1,000 feet per minute descent. If you're too far below, then you know you bring it back to zero until you fly back into it again and then start back down. But watching your vertical speed indicator is a good way to keep be able to run that glide path. But while you're doing that, you're trying to maintain your horizontal alignment too, which is what makes it more difficult. But if you start with VOR approaches and localizer approaches, you get used to that horizontal hold, and then it can make it an easier transition. See-through bottle. It lets you see right through me. So we're southeast of Owensboro. Let's see, how many miles would that be? That's 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'm actually closer to Owensboro. So I am right of course. Let's do a 5-degree left turn here. Once we see Kentucky Lake, we'll be able to figure out where it's at pretty quick, I think. Yeah, Sam, as I do kind of same thing with when I fly the airliners. Hand flight for a good portion, under 10,000. Depending on what I'm doing. Let's see if we got any NDBs out here still. Madisonville, Muhlenberg. Araby, we'll tune that one in. 273. Two, 7, 3. There it is. Oh, look, a stack right off our nose. Let's see if we can find a stack out there anywhere left or right of our. We got the river. I can turn the weather off here so I can read the map. So, what radial? We are off the Owensboro 157. So that would put us, let's see, 70, 157 right here. We're over that river and looking for a stack off our nose. $17 miles, 5, 10. I know about where I'm at, I just can't. Unless that's Hartford. But if it's Hartford, there ought to be an airport next to it. east of it? No. I gotta look outside. We're almost due south. Alright, I see that piece of river there. Central City should be due south of us. That goes that way, so we're about Livermore, which means we should have a airport almost off our nose up here. Madisonville. Central City, DME. See how far we are from that. .5, so we're close. Man, it might be time for a jelly donut. Anybody want a jelly donut? I think that's 41 there. No, that's not 41. Actually, no, can't be 41. 6 miles. There's some 4 stacks down there. Is that Owensboro up there? I think we're about 10 miles north of course. Yeah, because we're almost over the, we're 3 miles from that Central City DME. I might be able to see that fucker on the ground. 2.1 miles. Which means Madisonville Airport ought to be out in front of us by about 5 miles. 2.3. It's probably off our left. Let's go 10 left. or more. .8, 1.7. .7. So we're just to beam that. Which means Madisonville Airport is about 250 from us. How far right, maybe? All right, there's that. See that little river thing there? I think I might see it out there. Oh my God, it smells so good. Oh, it's a jelly donut, eh? This is Old Canada Day. This is where we drink beer, fly flight sim, and eat a jelly donut. Ich bin ein Berliner. Is it the Berliner? We use a lot of generic terms for classification. So a donut is something you get typically at a donut shop that can be of multiple varieties, not unlike you can buy flowers at a florist, right? Some flowers are daisies, some of them are roses, but they're all flowers. That's how we look at donut, quote unquote, pastries. Some people may call them pastries, whatever, depending on your country. We have some that are Bigfoot donuts. They don't have to be round with a hole in them to be a donut. Somewhere out in front of us is a big damn lake. I wonder if that's... Well, let's see what the radio is off of Owensboro. We'll just take that. How about that? 214. Holy cow. Well, we're right of it. Although I'm probably going to lose the Owensboro VOR here in a moment. We're about at the edge of it. Let's see if it shuts off on us at 40 miles. Let's follow this road south. Yeah, the Berliner. That's what I thought. We call Berliners jelly donuts. But like, you know, we have the Kruller, which is I think a German word. The Kruller, it's also very good, yes. You got your Bear Claw, which are they don't have a hole in it. Kruller has a hole, but it's fancy. It might be Belgian, I don't know. Let's see. These are Krulers. French. I guess it's French. Do you guys have Krispy Kreme donuts over there? They're different. I say it's just a type, right? We got types. You know, what is it? What's the long rectangular ones that have like the chocolate on them, or maybe the filling in them? Sometimes they call those long johns. I got another term for them here. I can't remember what it is. It's probably what you guys call them. But yeah, if it's in the donut shop, you know, I mean, it's just like flower shop. It's just a generic thing. Like in the United States, there's a regional. It's kind of regional thing, but a lot of folks in the Midwest, where I grew up, would say, you know, like say if you came over to my house, hey, you want a Coke? Which is a generic term. Coke. You know, let's go get a Coke. It's a generic term for a soft drink. You're not going to hear that everywhere, but it's not uncommon in the Midwest to, you know, what kind of Coke you want? You want a Pepsi? You want a Mountain Dew? You want a Coke? It's kind of a you go up northern Midwest and they call them pops. Got a pop? Or a soda. Pop or soda. Ooh, I wonder if we're... See a lake out there anywhere? Let's go back inside, look at our instrumentation. Fuck is that road? We all the way down? Is that Hopkinsville? That's 41, I think. So we're either... I think that's Hopkinsville. So we need to make a right turn up here. There's a road up here that goes to the right. on the south side of Hopkinsville, and that's what we're going to take, and that'll take us over to the airport we're looking for. I will show you what I'm talking about. So this road right here is this road out the window, I'm pretty sure. And I think we're down here. I think this is Hopkinsville. And so if we come all the way down here to Hopkinsville and we look for the east road over here, then it'll take us to our little airport. Lemonade? Lemonade. So I think that's our road there. I think that's the road we want to follow there. I could be wrong. It's our altitude. Head west. See what the wind is at Hopkinsville. Showing 150 at 10. Gust 15. So this is gonna be a this is gonna be a heinous landing. Go ahead and start dropping down a little bit. Let's say we I don't think I like this glass cockpit, even though it's allowing me to cheat. I could cheat with the VFR map. I think I'm going to change it when I can. What is Woodruff? It might be, but it might be called something else. I suppose I could Google it. Was is the Woodruff? Yeah. It's not like a root beer or something, is it? You guys have root beer? Cream soda? Need to zoom in here. We're getting close. We're getting close. I think I see the turn in the road. There should be an intersection there. Yep. $3,100-foot runway. Let's turn off the autopilot. What's the altimeter setting down here? 3013. Put that in. All right, there's that crossover. And so it should just be a couple miles down the road that where that settlement is there on the south side, which would be the left side of the highway we're following. This should be a little airport. Winding out a little bit in case I maneuver to land. Hopefully it's a north-south runway, but I don't see it yet. Oh, that might be it up there. Yep, that's it. I see it now. All right, let's widen out here. Let's see about making a decent approach. I don't know what this airplane rotates at. I don't know what it stalls at. I'm gonna guess about 100 knot, 80 to 100 knot approach speed. If I fall out of the sky, that could be bad. I'll bring the gear down. Let's do a notch of flaps if this thing has flaps. Oh, there it is. There's a notch of flaps. Gonna have a left crosswind, likely. See if I can read your thing real quick. It's an original poisonous plant. Oops. Oh, Jägermeister. All right, this thing seems to be responding pretty well to the throttle, um, throttle inputs. Kind of had to push it a little bit. Let's get that gap in the trees for us. Really should have looked up what the approach speed was. Oh, buddy. Feels like we're too fast. All right, power off. Oh. We're still flying. We're still flying. Oh, we gotta get on the ground.
That wasn't the softest landing I've
Yeah,
seen.
whatever. It's my first landing in it. So she flies at 80.
Contact ground for your parking assignment, then shut down your engine.
Stand by, pilot. Cargo unloading.
Very sugary and sweet.
Transporter
very
from dispatch. The
forced.
cargo was picked up by the customer. Your mission is completed.
I don't know.
You can start your engine now.
Has it got like a pine flavor to it or something? I gotta look it up. I'm gonna look it up here. Woodruff. That's where we scrape up the leaves and we make some tea out of it. Grocery Supply, Madisonville. Woodruff drink. Oh. Make the sweet Woodruff cocktail. Woodruff syrup. Okay. Gin, dry vermouth, sweet Woodruff syrup, lemon juice. That's the cocktail. Oh, here's the bottles. Gober. Here's one in a man bottle. That's Woodruff vodka. In defense of Woodruff syrup. Did anyone, here's a Reddit, did anyone ever see Woodruff taste drinks, etc., outside of Germany? Dark beer, a lot of sausages, sauerkraut, and Woodruff. Somebody said his childhood in the 70s, it was available everywhere. Ice, yogurt, jelly. Oof. I had peppermint schnapps once. It didn't end well. It was in my youth, and it was in the middle of the night. At some point, we were at a dance club slash bar, and we'd mix some liquor. I think we had Long Island iced teas and some beer and some other stuff, maybe even some Morgan Cokes. And then we were walking past the bar, and his shots of mouthwash. The waitress goes, we were still in college. The waitress goes, "Hey, who wants a free shot of peppermint schnapps?" And we're like, "Free? Okay." And it's just peppermint candy just takes the edge off. I think that was the first and maybe the only night I got throw up sick. Hugging a toilet. I like peach schnapps with I'll make a drink called it's called a green tea shot, but it's really a cocktail. You take um, Irish whiskey, Jameson, typically, um, equal parts Jameson, peach schnapps, sour mix over ice in a glass, and then add a Sprite or 7 Up to it to fizz it. I usually double the volume, so however much alcohol I have in there, I double the volume with the Sprite on top, and then mix it. It's pretty good. It'll sneak. It's very sweet, and it'll sneak up on you. Be like, hey, this is great. It's like a good. Some people do it. They'll mix them up in pitchers. Where they'll make a pitcher of it. And serve like for a backyard, cookout or whatever. Ooh, I never did like Fanta. Um, I tell you what, my cousin told me about this, and I like this. I'm not a big drinker, um, but it's just damn yummy, and that's uh, Crown Royal Peach. Um, it's only like 30% alcohol, maybe something like that. So it's lightweight, but mix that with Sprite. Oh my god, it's so good. 44. I wonder why my stream cut out like that, like it did. So probably my internet went down. So I need to make about another 300,000 before I can rent a DC3. I'll be back the other direction. Bowling Green, 41,000. 3309 on the weight. I don't know if I can do that in this plane. Let's check that again. Yeah, maybe it can. Yeah. Back here when I was pissing around under around $5,000 a trip. These are the Antonov trips. 0.3 hours. Same thing distance. $66 miles to Bowling Green. Fragile cargo. Let's see what the Bowling Green weather is and see what. Man, they used to have a VOR there. They don't have one anymore. I can't follow a road all the way there, though. There's a road that goes between where I'm at and Bowling Green. Just turn around and go the other direction. Ooh, wind is 18013, gust 24. I don't think they've got a. I don't think they've got a runway 18. I thought they used to. It's a fucking airport chart. You got a 321. Oh, there it is. What did I say the wind was? 180 at 13, so it's out of the south. 13 knots, gusting to 24. And they got a nice short runway. I guess I could land 2-1. That would probably be the better one. So the wind's screaming out of the south. This would be left crosswind. Wind screaming out of the south at 18 to 24 knots. And it's fragile cargo. I love this plan.
Transporter from dispatch. Good morning. The sensitive cargo mission will start as soon as you get in your aircraft in the parking. Transporter, loading has started. Stand by.
Oh, it's beer. We're taking beer. We got to land at less than 200 feet per minute.
Flight crew, Be advised, the fragile cargo looks extremely delicate. We have secured it the best we can. Please taxi with caution.
Missing payload. So we got 3309. 3309 minus 170 for the co-pilot. 3139. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 4. 784.75. So we got our 10 back there. So, goddamn, that's a lot. That's heavy. 784. This could be interesting. At least how much fuel it's going to. Oops. $784. $784. $784. So fuel wise, let's back that off. So what happens if I take oh, the center's only got 10 gallons in it. So what if we just dump that out? It's just the ox tank. So we can go 4 gallons more. So let's go 2 more gallons. Let's see, 44. So we go 46. 46.8. Total. So we're 2 pounds over. Let's see what. Let's see if it'll let us do it. All right. What the hell? What we got to worry about? All right. All right. Those up. Let's bring these up. Let's crack these. We are on. Main, I guess.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Listen to that rumble. No, I wouldn't mix beer with Sprite. Whiskey, yes. It looks like it's down the runway. So this will be an easy flight. We're going to take off, turn eastbound, and we're going to follow the road. All right, here we go. See when the tail comes up. About 50 knots. And she flies. Of course, we got about probably a. Oh, no,
Nice
that should be
takeoff,
right.
pilot. Have a safe, steady flight.
So she flies about 65, 60, 70 knots. All right. Drops back. No. Now the question will be our fuel consumption. Those are gauges. Hook, 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 hook. Oh, I forgot to put the gear up. That's why we're going so slow. Ugh. I hated that. Adding routes, that sucked. I mean, you could get, there's some, if you had some places to import from, that would work out. We had a pretty sophisticated website. It was Virtual Legion. I still have the files. You could submit your back in the day, right? So you had, I think we had like 3 or 4 different ways to submit your pilot reports or your flight reports, basically. Turn them in. There was a manual method which sucked, but we had, what was it? FS Passengers would dump, right? We had to combine some databases, how they worked and stuff. But we had FS Passengers where it worked with it. We had FSA cars that would work with it, and then we had was there something else? Maybe it's for X-plane, like XA cars. And then I came up with a way, if you made your flight on VATSIM, it was back when they had VATaware, I would have it auto-populate your flight. So if you made a flight on VATSIM, and you had your flight listed, it would look for your call sign and everything. And it would take basically it would load your departure time, your arrival time, en route, all that stuff, all that data from VATaware. It would pull it from their website. It would go look it up, and then populate the boxes for you. And if you need to make you could edit it before you hit enter. But basically, all you had to do was load it, and it could populate the boxes, and then hit send it, and then it would stick in our database. I don't know what's out there now. I'm sure it's gotten a lot better, a lot more sophisticated. Probably, you guys probably you got a little client that runs on your while you're running flight sim. I'm assuming. VAM system. I've been out of the game for so long. Odinger? Yes, I would like some Odinger beer. It's my favorite. So we've already passed that. It's our navigational aid out the left window there. This trip seems to be going quicker. Maybe that's Eaton. That's Eaton in front of me. Got it on my brain. Oh no. Oh, oh, oh. I'm not a Swiftie, right? But I listened to that new Taylor Swift song, one with she did with Post Malone, and it's kind of got a Cranberries vibe to it a little bit. But it's pretty dark. What's it called? Fortnite? Listen to this thing. I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like about it after Video's kind of cool. That's kind of dark. Took the miracle move on drug and the effects were temporary. So I'm not a Post Malone fan. I don't know his music. But what I noticed listening to this is it sounded like he was auto tuned. And I fucking hate auto tune. Now they may have double tracked him to get a little harmony with himself, which that's one thing. But if they did it and they used auto tune, it's like, oh, he used it to enhance. Fuck. Auto tune is the worst. I hate it. People who aren't artists and can't sing, it's all about the image, right? I hate autotune. Fucking, I remember when autotune started, it was Cher who did it as a thing. They were, oh, try this, Cher, and so it made her, robot voice. And then everybody else picked up on it. You had Uncle Cracker, he dug into it, who did some production for Kid Rock, right? Kid Rock used it a little bit too. And it's so like 2000, 2001, right? And then people use it to if they can't carry a tune to bring them in. But I hate it as an effect. I don't like, a reverb is fine, right? I don't mind an echo, reverb, whatever. That's fine, but I just cannot stand autotune. It just sounds so fake, phony, not real. You know. That's me, old man. Old man yells at cloud. Here, I'm gonna play a song. This is a modern instrumental, but it's called Vivaldi Variation by Florian Christie. So he takes some, I don't know, he riffs on Vivaldi, and I would like to learn to play this on piano. I like to teach myself this. Not that I'm a piano player, but I can, I'm a hack, just like I'm a guitar hack. But I think I could do it. I'm gonna play it. I like it. It's a pretty song. Here we go. Fuck work, man. This this waltz just makes me it just grabs me. It's bittersweet. These runs. There's the run again. This is the soundtrack to your sad little life, Kelzul. Someday I'll get out of Evansville. Put lyrics to it. Uh, I've got a kidney stone cutting me right now. Same old, same old. It's not a big one. I'm estimating 4 millimeters or less. I think, are we coming up here on the Bowling Green? Yeah, should be an airport off my nose. Oh, there it is. I see it. Turn off that autopilot. Coming up on Bowling Green. DQ'd. Oh shit! What's you want to talk about your health problems in my public chat for all of posterity, which I'll dump to YouTube eventually, so it'll be there too. What you got? Sleep apnea? You probably get a waiver for that. Did you do a sleep study yet? I've known controllers with sleep apnea. They have you get special, what they call it, special consideration. You just have to get if you have it and you don't lose weight, then you'll just have to get the CPAP and all that shit. Well, it's easy. You want if it bothers you because it's got it on your face and you can't sleep with it, you just got to do a couple shots before you go to bed. You'll be fine. You won't even know it's there. Sleep apnea, Fluffy, is when you snore a lot, and so it cuts off you snore so much where you stop breathing at night. You probably know about it, and then you wake up and do that stuff, so it interrupts your sleep patterns. Your oxygen level can drop, and it jacks you up for the for your day. And if you got a job that is critical with requires a medical clearance, like a pilot or an air traffic controller, then they can pull that medical clearance, and you can't operate aircraft or work airplanes. It's most common with overweight people. Americans. Well, let's get this bird slowed up here. we got to do a good job landing this airplane because we got sensitive cargo on board. So we need a touchdown of less than 200, otherwise the bottles will break. We're holding beer, eh? We got beer in the back. I don't know what my gear lower speed is. I'm gonna say it's probably 150 or less. That'll slow us up. I can't see the stupid runway out there, so I just gotta guess. Yeah, but European massively obese is like that's probably just chubby. You Europeans don't know. You guys don't know what obesity is. All right, we'll turn in here. We'll see if there's that runway. We went out a little further than what we needed to. I think that tailwind was pushing us. Yeah, I had a sleep study done, and which was a pain in the ass, but I came up negative on it. That was back in 2015, and when I lost some weight, I had it got better. How many years good time you got, man? 9ish. Yeah, it sucks. You need 20 for the early retirement. I find if I sleep on my side, I don't snore as much, but um, it's also about how I hold my jaw too. If I sleep on my back, I'll definitely snore. Probably apnea style. See if we got our gear down. I don't have any flaps in yet. It's 20 years good time to. Well, hang on a second. I got to land this plane. We got to get slowed up. There we go. It's our rate of descent. 500. Good. Actually, it needs to be more, though. I'm afraid to go more flaps because I think we've got a bit of a crosswind. We'll just let it go. We're committed. Little rudder. Little aileron. Little right rudder. Looking good. Feeling good. We just hold it and let it bleed. Hold it.
That was a harder landing than we like to see, pilot.
Still a less than 200.
Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
Didn't break anything. I thought it was going to be good. So you'd be 20 years at 48. So you would need another 2 years to be able to go early at 50. That's the earliest you could go would be 50 if you have the good time. Because you can go 25 at any age, right? So if you got 25 years of service, you can go at any age. And so you would have to go at 50, but it's different if you don't have that. Is it yeah, but can you still retire after 25 years? That's the question. Because you're not going to get the 1.7 for the 20. I don't know how much of that you get. I know, like, let's go over here. Maliner took that job, and he went to, ended up going down to Dallas and everything. And I think he was probably planning on working until 60, 62, something like that. I don't know about if you still qualify for supplements and all that other shit either. I mean, the good thing is, you'll have a job, whatever. Even if you had to work till 62, right? Unless you do something stupid. But usually, you do something stupid, they just promote you. I wouldn't catch yourself out just yet.
Okay, pilot. Removing the fragile goods may take a little longer than normal. Stand by. Transporter from dispatch. Cargo unloaded and checked. It is always a pleasure to work with you.
Everything is on board.
Let's see. So there's a minimum retirement age. Minimum retirement age. So if you weren't ATC then, and you were born after 70, which you were, so you would have to work until age 57. That's the earliest you could get out. So hell, man, you just go on a little diet, eat some carrots. You wanna make that CPAP machine work for you just because it'll be better for you. I remember one of the first controllers I knew that went on it. This was back in when I was a co-op at the center. Maybe I was training there. I don't know. But one guy, there was this guy. He was always like just falling asleep on position. Where he's like, nothing going on. He's just keep my eyes open, that sort of thing. And he went in. This is probably before they waterboarded you for things. Take you off the boards and stuff. But he he went and had a sleep study, and they gave him a CPAP machine, and his response was it changed his life once and there's different kinds of them too. I don't know what you got, what you're using or whatever, but he said it changed his life because it allowed him to sleep. And how long have you had it? You getting down, man. That's just what they need. I bet they love you. I can hear a hop good now. Yeah, sure, sure. We'll work more overtime. So you have been down for a week. Yeah. Dude, I was joking, but I'm not joking. If the FAA put a call out to say, "Hey, retired controllers, if you can pass a medical and you want to come back to work, right? And this is it, right? So I keep collecting my retirement benefits. I I keep my own, insurance. Everything that I've got in retirement stays the same. The only thing it would be just contract work while you guys needed me and I would only work overtime shifts for overtime pay. So if you had an overtime shift and you wanted to get out of it, you call me up and say, "Hey, Fess, can you take my overtime shift?" Sure thing, buddy. I go in and I make the overtime pay for, however we figured that to be, somewhere probably commensurate to what I made before, or maybe even just at your overtime pay. And then I work it for you. You don't have to work it. That'd be fucking great, man. Think about work 3 overtime shifts in a week. God damn. 3 days a week. Can you imagine about 40 hours at like working 5 days? God damn it. Be cussing and swearing. Well, yeah, it had to be current, but that'd be easy. That'd be easy to do. I mean, you'd have to come back. You'd have to spend some time in to get current, and then, I mean, for as much overtime shit as you guys have, and people who don't want to work it, um, it'd probably be pretty easy. Especially if somebody was a new retiree. I don't know that I'd want to come back though. Like at this point, but big bag of money. I never said no to it. Get the call. I tell my wife, I said, "Honey, the government wants to give me a big bag of money. Come in and work for 8 hours." She goes, "See you in 8 hours." Ugh. Ugh. If I can do that from home, man, just sign in, do the elms from home. Why bother driving in for that shit? Credit hours from home to do ELMS. Make that place efficient and save the environment. So yeah, um, The don't worry about it. Don't get yourself down. Don't count yourself out. I mean, everybody, so many people lost their medical for a hot minute. I mean, you look at another option like, oh fuck, maybe I can get my way out of here that way. You might. Um, but if you're totally sick of air traffic, I never wanted to do anything more than work airplanes though myself. Now, granted, it's in the current environment, it's kind of suckish if you always got to fucking work overtime. That Monday through Friday can be a nice warm blanket, man. You know, when when they burnt you out, training people and everything else, and got you in working overtime all the goddamn time. But hey, it's like a little vacation, right? In the meantime. I'm good watch spot. Fuck you. Fucking hate you. Fucking here working for you. Oh. Oh look. It's big me. Look, it's wide view me. Uh yeah. I text him every now and then, but I haven't spoken to him in a while. Last time, shit. But he's calling me. I ain't gotta talk to him right now. My glasses at. Fucking always was, man. When was the last time I talked to him? Let's see, it's March 12th. I talked to JC, or texted anyway. I'm good. March 8th. That's when I had my colonoscopy. Came back clean, by the way. Oh yeah, it was he has he asked me a retirement question. I was like, I should do these fucking seminars because people don't know. He was asking me he wanted to know when you get the Social Security supplement and how it's calculated. So I had to give him a lesson on that. So anywho, man, day shifts Monday through Friday. I was ready for that at the end of my career, but I would have done it. I would have done straight nights or straight days, just anything without a quick turn in it. How many trainees they got right now? Every morning the controllers get up, wake up, they reach over, Open the drawer next to the nightstand. Pull out the revolver. Put one bullet in. Bzzz. Click it. Click it. Click it. All right, I'll go in. No, man. I haven't shot it out yet. It's I had it was what was it, the week before the eclipse when it broke loose in the kidney, but it never fell out. And then what was it, night before last, I woke up in the morning or whatever, sometime in the night, it started moving down. So it started coming down the ureter, and it got down to the corner. So yesterday and today it's been giving me fits. It's not hurting me right now at this moment. Scotty. I don't know. I've only had a couple, and it's been a while ago, so I never caught the buzz. Just push that fluid through, so it probably helped a little bit. It's like I said, it's down there close to the bladder, but it just hasn't pushed in yet. Fluffy's been hanging out here the last couple of days. Nine CPCs and 12 developmentals. God damn. Where are the developmentals at? As far as like, I should just fucking call you is what I should do. I should get off here and call you. Are you at home right now? I guess you would be. It's Saturday, right? Is it Saturday or is it Friday? It's Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Saturday. You don't know what day it is when you fucking retired. Well, that's good. You get them checked out, get two of them checked out, and then they can fucking quit. I heard this guy down in Georgia give me a job at the college university. All right. I don't, that still blows my mind. Those dudes fucking bailing out to go teach at a fucking college university. Here, take a guaranteed fucking paycheck, recession proof, fucking retirement benefits, healthcare benefits and shit, and fuck it, throw it over there. Put it in a trash can. And just, hey, I'm gonna go work in the private sector. That's like starting a band, man. I'm gonna quit my job and start a band. Yeah, and he was good too, wasn't he? That was what's his name? I was there teaching him. Yeah, because he was sharp, man. He shot through there, and it's like, Jesus Christ, come on, man, what are you doing? Did he go down and do the same job, or did he just fucking just throw it away? That's it. If he went, he didn't go. What fucking university hires somebody who's not even fucking certified out of anywhere? You know? Oh, we need a body. Oh, he's got great experience. Fucking 10 months. Yeah, yeah. When I was the air traffic controller, all my years, I learned a lot about, this thing. What you were recertified. Where'd you work at? You checked out? Well, I was checked out mostly. Old man. If you want to be in a band, that's okay, but don't quit your day job. See, don't quit your day job. Later. That's all right. I think I'm gonna shut it down. Anyway. What do we got? It's 10:30 a.m. Where do we end up? Well, we got $554,000 now. They got about 100 grand tied up in this plane for rental, which I'll get back. So I need to make I don't know, let's just call it 300, another $300,000, and then I can rent a DC3, and then I make some big bucks. So let's see, 300, 50. That's at least 6 flights, probably 7 flights, maybe 7 or 8 flights, and then we'll get there. All right, folks. Well, I'm gonna hang up. Might go take a nap and see if this shit moves. See if this motherfucking thing moves out of me. But so thanks for hanging out. Fluffy Little Kittens was here all morning. And thanks for stopping by, Scotty and Kel Zool. Good catching up. Oh, this one. Yeah, here it is. I got it. Oh, it popped. I crash your head. I crash you. All right, Dan. Catch y'all later.